Al-Qaeda. Now that we have lost our dear leader, Osama bin Laden, we need to make the next step in the ongoing war with the United States. I need you to learn how to defeat the US by meeting with historical figures. But don't bother meeting Chiang Kai-shek or Mao Zedong, because China had small involvement with the US and the Cultural Revolution was too corrupt for anyone.
Yes, I agree with you. This is a great problem. As you know, I've been traveling around the world on a great expedition how to figure out how to defeat the United States once and for all. I have discovered this. Mr. McCarthy, I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions.
Damn, commie.
Al-Qaeda, actually.
Okay, I'm listening.
First question. If you were still a leading figure in the United States, what would you do about the issue revolving around Al-Qaeda?
I would implement policies similar to HUAC 1 to eliminate you scum from our nation. We don't want any terrorists like you guys. Remember Ethel and Julius Rosenberg? I'm gonna lock up and kill people similar to them.
So similar to how the United States hunted down and killed Osama bin Laden in Saddam Hussein, and how the United States has increased the TSA massively after your attacks on 9/11.
I don't know anything about those things, but if I was in the US today, I would employ a strong general like Douglas MacArthur to come after you guys in your nations that are plagued by terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda and eliminate you guys there, because the best defense is a good offense. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to nuke you.
Oh, so you don't think they use policies similar to those of the Eisenhower Doctrine that revolved around brinkmanship and massive retaliation? Because you know Americans are weak and fearful.
Americans aren't weak, and if you don't cooperate, then the Americans will nuke you.
That's all you need to hear. Take them away. Welcome, Mr. Churchill. Please have a seat.
Nothing you can do can stop the U.S. and democratic powers from eliminating scum like you from this planet.
Mr. Churchill, I don't need to hear your arrogance. Please just tell me about your interactions during the Cold War.
I'm not going to say anything. Okay, I'll talk. When those commies so brilliantly established the Iron Curtain, I spoke out about it to the US and to the rest of the world. Major eastern cities like Berlin and Vienna were being cut off, okay? And united against communism, us, the democratic powers, had to do something about this.
So please enlighten me about the Berlin airlift.
Each day, we sent over 800 planes over the curtain to provide aid for the oppressed people. We sent these planes from Berlin, or from Britain. We sent these planes from Britain and provided over 2 million tons of food.
So it appears that the United States, they always involve themselves when the people are getting oppressed publicly and in violent means. So maybe what we need to do is find a way of expanding our organization and our powers in a way that's not so publicly known.
You're never gonna get away with this.
Please take them away. That's all I need to hear.
You're never gonna get away with this, mother.
You wish to meet with me?
Didn't see you there, Mr. Truman. Please have a seat.
So I'd like to hopefully talk some sense into you and your fanatic organization.
Well, I don't know about that, but please tell me more about what you think the Americans are going to do next regarding our organization.
Well, I would definitely expect to see some efforts to enforce a containment policy on you and your organization by limiting your mobility and growth in the areas you are located in, much like me and my organization did with our Truman Doctrine, named after, of course, me, the creator. And I would also expect to see a substantial economic support to the few nations that are allied with us against you, much like George Marshall had with his Marshall Plan that was actually to limit the domino effect that we expected to see when a nation continuously takes the nations on itself.
Oh, that sounds a lot like the Global Counterterrorism Forum that has been implemented by the United States today regarding our organization.
I'm glad to see that the U.S. is doing at least something to stop you.
Well, it's been a lot more than a few things, but thank you for your input, Mr. Chairman. Please have a nice day. Hello, Mr. Khrushchev.
Hello.
Please take a seat.
So I hear you've been having some problems with the U.S.
Indeed, we have. Do you have any suggestions on how to deal with them?
Yes, I do. First, I would start forming military alliances with other terrorist organizations similar to what was accomplished with the Warsaw Pact in order to compete with the Western world's military defense, NATO.
That may work, but many of American spies have been infiltrating into our grounds, but many of ours have been stopped in entering the United States by the Patriot Act. How shall we deal with this?
Well, the answer is quite simple. You want to set up an iron curtain in order to protect and isolate yourself. In addition, you want to set up a defense system in order to protect yourself from any infiltrating foreign aircrafts.
It's a great idea because the United States, they have a defense system established with the Homeland Security front, so we need to develop one ourselves. Thank you for your time. It's been great.
I know.
Well, those are my findings, my belated leader. I hope you find them useful